Every story has an ending. Does our quest to play the top 100 courses in 10 years have a good ending? I'm Nish.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Jim.
And we're here to guide you through this golfing journey. This is the Top 110 Golf Podcast, Episode 24, the Royal St. David's Golf Club Review. So we're on the drive back from our first round of 2025. It's our fourth round in total. And we've had a great day today, haven't we, lads?
We've had a stonker. We have.
It's been pretty spectacular, actually. We struck very lucky with the weather, first and foremost. But what a stunning drive to the course, and what a scenic course itself.
Yeah, well, we're just driving back now past Barmouth, and it's absolutely spectacular sunset.
Yeah, and I
Brilliant
think
way to finish the day.
we can give you some apologies for any sound quality issues you're getting, but number one, this was the most opportune moment to review a course, and we've not done one immediately afterwards, have we? Usually sort of gather our thoughts on
Striking whilst the iron's hot.
Yeah, which is proving more difficult for us to remember what we've just done. However, yeah, it's so we could get it out in a timely fashion. So we do apologise for any echoiness or anything like that you can hear, but we'll clean it up as best as we can. So our day has been amazing, and that we'll start with the weather because that's always the first thing you start looking out for. Mid-March, Wales, links course right by the coast, the Irish Sea, and I think yesterday morning, the forecast wasn't looking great, was it, Chris?
It was heavy rain all afternoon, so we teed off at 12:50. Basically, from 12:50 onwards, it was going to be heavy rain.
Yeah, 80% chance of rain, two rain droplets on the weather radar. And we've woken up in the morning and it was very sunny in Abu Dhabi. We kind of started heading over. Actually, before we got in the car, we were kind of like, this is actually really, really nice. It's very warm. What's going on? Jim was loving it because he kept saying, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. But the weather was gorgeous. Sun was out. I think we were all kind of regretting layering up so much, really.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, that was me. So yeah, we have the weather stunning, and I suppose all golf is great in fantastic weather anyway, isn't it?
It makes a real difference, doesn't it? I think to your day and to your round, just gives you positive vibes, doesn't it? Happy vibes.
Yeah. What are we attributing the run of luck we're having with the weather to?
Oh, you've gone and done it now, haven't you?
Go on.
I mean, it has to be a higher power, right? Have you been praying to someone, Nish?
Not a religious man.
Not a religious man, me either.
No. Superman, I was praying to. Yeah.
It's been quite ridiculous, really, hasn't it?
We kept saying it. It's like probably every 2 or 3 holes we were like, what is going on today? This is absolutely amazing. So that made our day go so much better. We had it was packed today on the course, so pace and play wasn't great. It's taken us about 4.5 hours to get around as a 3-ball, which is quite long.
Yeah, slow day, wasn't it?
But we didn't mind because it sort of took the pressure off. We could enjoy the sun, and we could enjoy the course in that respect. So I suppose, what are your thoughts on how you played today, Chris?
I played all right today, actually. Obviously, I've been doing, since the last top 100, I've been putting some actual practice in, whereas the 3 we played last year had not really done any practice or played for a long time. But yeah, I feel like the practice has paid off. I played a lot better today than I have on any of the other top 100s. The putting was still a bit sketchy, but yeah, the ball striking was much better.
I thought you played really, really well today, actually. I think you hit it quite consistently well.
Yeah, I mean, really, if I putting was, I think we got to the sort of 14th, 15th, didn't we? And then we dropped off a cliff and we got a bit tired. And
yeah, let's jump to that a second. So we did have a good runner. So should we do our scores maybe to give people context on this or not? So we
obviously,
should,
because I won. We can do the scores.
Yeah. let's do the scores then. I mean, what was it? You scored about 85 points with your dodgy handicap on My England Golf. But I suppose, have you done 3 rounds now? Is that your?
I think that's.
Will you have an official handicap?
I think I do.
It's a good one to get in then, isn't it? To get your handicap there.
Yeah.
We should say that obviously Jim played with us for the first time today. So
Jim,
hey,
Jimbo,
what are your thoughts on your whole experience, your first top 110 experience?
I really thoroughly enjoyed it. First time in a links course as well. Obviously, I was a bit disappointed that it wasn't a true links experience in terms of pissing it down with rain and blowing force 8 gale or
Now,
whatever.
why would you go and lie to everybody
Nah.
and say you were disappointed?
No, I wasn't disappointed at all. It was a nice, gentle introduction into links golf. As I said, beautiful scenery, and actually, when I first went to the range to hit a few practice balls, I was quite surprised how well I was striking the ball.
I was the most surprised, Jim. I could just hear balls fizzing away behind me. I was like, who's that? It's Jim.
They're all going quite a few yards, more than
You were
150.
nailing it. You were nailing it.
Smash
And they were going straight. And then I thought,
You
ooh,
smashed it so much that after 3, you were like, right, fuck it, I'm done here. I'm going to the first
tee.
tee.
More than that.
It was a pretty short warm up from Jim, wasn't it? Actually,
It wasn't that short, bro.
I was playing, I split the balls evenly, and then Jim, I think it was like 20 each. I think Jim gave me 15 back.
Rubbish.
I reckon it
Rubbish.
must have been, yeah, about 5 balls you hit there, Jim.
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean-
5 great balls, don't get me wrong.
if you're going to
Yeah,
play
there
that
was at
well
least
with
50.
that lack of warm up, Jim, I think that'll stand you in good stead, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I had, struck the ball pretty well in from time to time. And then obviously, which is always the case with me, it's the sheer lack of consistency throughout a whole round. And, some absolute stinking holes where you're almost getting double figures. And that's a bit demoralizing, I suppose, in some respects. But actually, I'm much calmer. I think getting a little bit older, my patience is something that's improved.
Do you think you played about same, or better, or worse than in inverted commas a regular course?
I think the course itself was quite forgiving in some respects.
Yeah, I think, like we said, playing this time of year, I think the rough hasn't had a chance to grow.
Yeah.
So I think actually today was, one of my drives went at a 45-degree angle and was absolutely fine. I still had a birdie opportunity.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that, but fair play, good recovery.
Yeah.
Jordan speak, well done. Yeah, I thought you played. I thought the course and that type of course suited your game quite well, Jim, because you hit a couple of absolute stonkers, like with a driver today, which I thought suited your game right down to the ground. You actually even got one well high up into the air, like a proper driver shot, Jim.
Oh, I know. Yeah, shame we didn't record that, but
We didn't film that one, did we? Yeah. Talking of filming, that was a disaster. I suppose we'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, okay. Let's give the people the score so we know what the context is here. So Jim scored a very, very creditable 115. To add some context for people, what would you normally score at a golf course, Jim?
ooh,
Where are you? What range are you in usually?
probably similar to that, maybe a little bit
Right.
less. It depends. Again, I can have a reasonable round or an absolute disaster.
Yeah. So if you're playing,
It's nowhere near my best score.
No, but it's on a par with your normal ability, you'd say, or a normal score, you'd say.
Yeah, when you play so sporadically, you're not going to be able to improve. Well, you can improve massively. Second outing of the year, is it, on the golf course?
And I suppose what I'm trying to get at there is that one of the things that we all said about the golf course was that it was very playable. You could turn up, and this is Jim's, probably second round this year, and first round at a links course ever, first round top 110 sort of thing, and you've not walked away and been an absolute wreck at the end of it and gone, oh no, I'd never want to do that again.
Well, to be honest, I think with the whole experience, usually when it gets to the 12th hole, 13th hole, I'm absolutely goosed and I just want to go to the 19th hole straight away.
I can usually tell that, by the way.
And, whenever
Jim's
you
tired.
He's got his 19th hole stance up.
Yeah, when you used to walking goodness knows how many kilometres up a hill, and then you're walking trudging around a golf course, you're just thinking, "Oh, this is the most tiring thing I've ever done." I think it's mentally draining more than anything else. But I think one of the differences today, and probably because of the nature of the course too,
was it the sparkling company? Maybe.
Oh, we were all on brilliant form. We were so happy to be out on the golf round and get the challenge back up and running again.
The sun did that to us today, didn't it? I think
Well,
we were
that's-
all very giddy about playing
Yeah.
golf.
Yeah.
Lots of positive vibes today, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that course, and that probably would then take us into where we would rate the course. If you're we paid £70 to play there today.
Yeah.
On a shoulder season. We've naturally, let's give it all the caveats of we got lucky with the weather. It's been dry generally, so the course was dry. Now, we did say in the preview that, and I said to you, didn't I was like, it's known to be a very dry course. You can so see that because
rock
it
hard
was
today, wasn't it?
bone dry, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Like, even the greens, like, they were rapid.
Yeah.
So that, you probably not really going to get it massively waterlogged at any point.
I mean, he was in such great nick today.
Fantastic,
for
yeah.
the middle of March.
Real credit to the green
it
the
was
green
beautiful,
keepers.
beautiful, wasn't it?
So yeah, I think we felt it was a really, really playable golf course. I think.
I could see, like, I could play there as a member. Like, I'd quite happily go around there and play regular golf around there. Like, it's not too punishing. It's not, I think there's a lot of enjoyable holes out there. I just really enjoyed the golf around there. Like, it wasn't like out of this world, breathtakingly beautiful. Like, you didn't come away going, it's the most beautiful place I've ever been. And the golf holes weren't probably the most exciting golf holes I've ever played, but actually as an all-round experience and an all-round kind of, playing golf at the level that I play golf at the minute, actually it was about right. It felt about the right kind of level of difficulty.
So can you just remind me where it's ranked in the top 100 in British and Irish Isles?
I want to say it's in the late 80s. Is it like 87 or something like that?
Yeah, I think it is around that kind of area.
I think I'd spoken to a few people about playing here. And actually, funnily enough, a lot of people from our way, Manchester way, have played Royal St. David's. So I don't really know why that is. But the overriding thing that kept coming out was that they were like, really interesting course, really nice course. The start isn't the best. And then it gradually gets better and better and better. It definitely did get better, but I don't quite subscribe to the start isn't the best. I thought it was a nice.
But I think it's almost a kind of nice
rhythm to it.
Nice way to get you into the round, isn't it? Like
Correct.
you don't go out there and for the first few holes think, oh my god, like every slight miss hit that I've hit is being punished straight away. Like you've got a bit of time to get into your flow, haven't you? And get into your rhythm.
Yeah, I think a couple of those later holes, they would have been really they would have been demoralising early on in the round.
Yeah, because there's a couple of tee shots when you get round to sort of like the second half of the back nine, which are actually visually quite they look quite difficult in terms of you're not quite sure where to aim. You're not
more undulation, wasn't there?
Yeah,
you couldn't see
it looks narrow.
You can see the dips and hollows, couldn't you, as much?
Yeah.
Whereas in the front, you can see everything laid out ahead of you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
which gives you that bit of confidence. So as an amateur golfer who wants to just go and enjoy the day, I enjoy that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Right, let's skip back again. Sorry, so that was kind of a little bit on the course, but let's skip back again and do the scorecards as such. So Jim got a 115. So well done, Jim. That was excellent shooting. I scored 90, which was to my handicaps. I was 21 over. So I think my handicap's 18.8. It's bumped up to just over 21, I think. So I played to my handicap. Very happy with that score. Really good at the end. I didn't quite break 90, but look, I've got a chance tomorrow. And then Chris, you scored an 83, which is 14 over, which is pretty good.
Yeah, reasonably happy with that.
Good with that.
Yeah, I mean the ending was a bit disappointing. I kind of threw it away. I was 7 over after 14, I think.
Yeah, we lost. We all got pretty tired, I think, towards the end.
Yeah, some very tired shots.
We're going to give ourselves the excuse here that it was an absolute first round, and when we were too giddy at the start. Chris,
I had too many alcohol-free Guinness last night as well.
How was your club sandwich, Chris?
My club sandwich was good. Certainly. I think it's probably the lower end of the club sandwich rankings so far. I think.
Okay.
So definitely nowhere near an S&A for sure. No, it was fine. The chicken was a bit dry. It was maybe
you needed out moist on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was toasted very well though.
Yeah, the toast was done to perfection. To be fair, I'll give it that.
Now, I appreciate this is not going to be great for listeners, but I have to point this out to Jim. So this is the road into Abu Dhabi now. We're heading back, and this little bit that comes up to Jim is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, I'm through a little pass.
This road, like the mountains on either side. There's a lake at the bottom. I mean, we were driving in yesterday after work to get to Abu Dhabi, and it was just we were excited anyway for the weekend, and then that just really added to it, didn't it?
Yeah.
We were so chuffed about that.
I mean, I
So,
think also it's worth mentioning the drive to the course this morning as well. I think that
oh,
put us in the right mood, didn't it? Sun was shining, beautiful kind of coastal road, driving around, kind of overlooking Cardigan Bay.
we even overlooked the
I
20 mile
mean-
an hour speed limits. It was great.
Yeah,
It wasn't a problem. It just in terms so scoring, I think we've all done pretty well. Me personally, I think I was hitting it really cleanly with my irons, which I was considering giving them back a little while ago. So I'm quite happy with that. But yeah, I think we could all give ourselves a pat on the back
I
today
think so yeah, I
for
think
our
we've done
for our
well.
golf.
Yeah.
Which sets us up nicely for tomorrow.
Can I just mention about the challenge?
There's every opportunity to talk about the challenge, and please do.
The challenge in general or the challenge hole, Jim?
Well, I think we do both, don't we? So,
Do both.
first of all, what's the scores and the doors?
Oh, do you mean the signature hole challenge? Yes. So the signature hole challenge as such now, Chris is now 4 up
Come on.
after 4.
It's all-
Now,
it's all over,
he
Nish.
doesn't deserve to be 4 up after 4. To be fair, I don't deserve to be two down after 4 because we had an absolute disgrace
I
on
mean,
that signature hole.
we both hit the ball, I'd say, well, very well today, I think.
We've done this whole round of golf leading up to the 15th hole.
Not really a miss shot.
No,
Really.
not hit anything poorly. Everything's gone off the tee, all that kind of thing. Hit the signature hole. Camera
Oh.
comes out, and we all 3 of us,
We went absolutely
Cracked under the pressure.
we're basically terrible under pressure. So the Jim had set us the side bet, hadn't you, Jim? Which was, you remind us what the side bet was?
It was the person who takes the least number of shots on the 15th hole to get to the green wins.
And the winning number on
This
a
is
par
embarrassing.
4,
We really shouldn't
the
say this
winning number was
podcast.
5.
on
5.
shots. Wow.
That's a disgrace.
And it's a
relatively
420
short par
yards.
4. Yeah.
It's a relatively
380
short
yards,
par
maybe.
4. I mean, we no pressure on us. Like that's a disgrace. It really is.
Yeah, we've disgraced the name of the top 110 podcast.
We
haven't
have.
really with that. I think.
Yeah, but it's warts and all. We got to tell everybody what's going on. We scored pretty poorly on that hole, and then everything else was okay.
I mean, it was
just
so
that one
bad.
hole.
Obviously, it was the first hole that we've tried to film, but our golf was so bad that it was just impossible to film without it taking like 45 minutes to actually play the hole. Because one
Yeah,
of us
the
had gone
guys
left,
behind us were
they'd
getting
gone right.
pretty annoyed.
Everyone topped it off the tee. It was, it was.
What was the only stipulation? You're okay to film as long as you don't hold anybody up. Well, yeah, that might have happened.
We need to work on that, don't we?
So all in all, for me, an absolute stinker of a signature hole challenge. Stinker of a side bet. But hey,
Don't blame the challenge.
no, not at all, not at all.
Blame the
But
golf.
to be fair, we have got
Your
Abu
golf.
Dhabi tomorrow, and obviously someone's going to get a hole in one on the signature hole tomorrow.
Oh,
So that'll make up for that.
We all genuinely thought I looked like I was pretty close to getting a hole in
You
one
were
today,
very
right?
close, to be fair.
That looked pretty.
You
That
were
was,
very close.
and ironically, that was right before the signature hole. So yeah, maybe I was too excited about that. I don't know.
Inches away.
It looked it from the tee box inches away, and I was about 10 feet away, so it's fine. But I'll accept that it was a good looking tee shot. Do we have any holes from that golf course that we think would make our Dream 18, Chris?
I don't know actually. I don't think there's any one hole that came away going, wow. I mean, the signature hole was nice enough. I mentioned earlier that I really enjoyed all the par threes today. I thought all the par threes
Par
were
threes were
really
all lovely.
good looking, good kind of risk reward. A good opportunity to score ultimately because some of them were, relatively short.
What I liked about the par threes actually was that they all visually look really, really nice. There's a lot of thought
Yeah.
gone into planning them.
Yeah.
I really liked, and I wasn't sure I would do, but I really liked the natural bunkering rather than the more manicured bunkering, which, I wasn't necessarily on the videos that I'd seen.
Yeah, you look
Wasn't that
it looked
keen
a
on.
bit kind of rugged, but it does look nice.
It
Doesn't
blends in really, really well.
Yeah, it does.
But all of the par threes looked amazing, but they also probably did what every good par three should do, which is if you hit the green,
which I think I hit them all, apart from the last.
Yeah, you did. You get rewarded if you miss the green. You got to
You're in a bit of
work
trouble.
hard to get your par.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I think that was good. And then also there was a route in if you didn't quite hit your tee shot quite well enough.
Yeah.
And you were
But also part 3 to finish as well, which is quite odd.
Yeah. I might have.
How did you feel about that?
I might have stuck a golf ball in somebody's soup. I'm not quite sure, but maybe it was on their bowl of beans on the side of their toast that I put the ball into. I'm not quite sure, but nobody was angry at me, so I think we'll say it was all right. So nothing I don't think is going through towards a Dream 18 for me from there. But overall, we've sort of had a bit of a conflab and think that the score that we would give the course would be 7.5, which puts it above SNA for us, which, bear in mind, SNA is like a really well-regarded golf course. I think that's a real credit to Royal St. David's, I think.
Yeah.
To do that. Highly playable.
Yeah, definitely. In those conditions.
For me. Loved it. The club, in general, it's a golf club. I think that's all we could say, really.
Yeah, felt like it just an average kind of, didn't necessarily feel like a royal golf club, did it? It felt like
correct,
like a fairly standard clubhouse.
So we've scored that 5, and I think that's. I mean, it's only 4 courses, but that's at the bottom of our rankings so far. That's not to discredit Royal St. David's at all.
Nice, wasn't it?
It's just a golf club. Yeah, that was it. And then, I mean, we got a nice welcome. The pro was lovely. Gave us some good information about just the condition of the course, and we sort of said, obviously we're very lucky with the weather the way it is, and he was just very very friendly chap. Chris got his yardage book out of him, so that was all quite good. So I think we just had a thoroughly good day, apart from hole number 15, which was the signature hole.
Yeah,
I feel like it sort of knocked us a little bit. That
I feel like I think we just lost a bit of. I think because we were trying to focus on the filming and stuff. I think we just kind of lost a bit of concentration. Yeah, I'm blaming it on that anyway.
Yeah, I'm blaming it on Jim as well. So happy with that. That's a good summation of our day today.
So, yeah. One thing worth noting is, Nish, you found the only bunker on the course with stairs in, which I thought was quite fun.
God, yeah.
I enjoyed that.
You got out first time.
I hit a cracking drive as well. I was really gutted. I ended up in that bunker. I drove the ball really well. I was really very happy with the way I did my played with my driver.
I think the bunkering was fair actually. You can get out of most of the bunkers. That was the only one that as I was walking up, I thought, "Oh, hang on a minute, Nish, that looks a little bit deeper."
I actually played that bunker shot so well.
You did actually.
I got out because I had I'd used a 50-60 degree. I used a sand wedge for it, and I got out and I went, I could have been a bit greedier with that one. I could have said that a bit longer. So, actually, I was out first time of all the bunkers.
Did so?
Yeah.
I think I only won one in the 18th. It was the only shot I played.
I mean, one of the ones that I was out first time, I took it clean out and it went 70 yards and it wasn't supposed to. But that's not the point. The point is I was straight out first time. But I think generally speaking, I mean, we're looking at the scorecard here right now. So on our Squabbit app, our sponsors, what have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7 pars today, which I'm pretty happy with.
You got 7 pars. Personally, you got 7 pars.
Personally got 7 pars. Chris, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 8 pars.
I'll take that.
That's good.
Take that.
Yeah, absolutely. Jim got 3, which I think's excellent, and 2 of them were on par 3s, which I've generally struggled on.
I already scored it. I did score a 9 on one of the par 3s. So.
We weren't talking about that par 3 though, were we? So
40.
we can ignore that one. That was a really, really enjoyable day's golf. And actually, I think even if we would have had a dampening today, I think I still would have enjoyed that golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I think so. That was one of the other things I said as well at one point. It was a really peaceful place to play your golf.
Yeah, I think the noises around the golf course today were beautiful, weren't they? It was just like birds, a little bit of sea in the background.
Hardly any breeze.
Yeah, no, it was.
And actually,
nice.
considering it was full, the golf course, and we could see a lot of other players.
And it was busy. It was busy
It
with
was
golfers
very
today,
busy.
wasn't it? It was. It was just like, yeah. I think
Yeah.
did he say it was full? The tee.
He said
tee
every
schedule
tee slot was booked
yeah,
today,
it was full.
which I'm not surprised by with the weather. I
I mean,
suppose
for
turning up.
£70 on a day like today, like why wouldn't it be?
That course was a bargain.
Yeah.
If you're in this neck of the woods, that is a thoroughly
Yeah, it was
recommended.
a shoulder rate, and I mean, obviously, like you said, we got lucky with the weather, but I mean,
what we're saying, shoulder rate is 70. We're probably still looking at maybe, should check this really, shouldn't I? But maybe we could do a live Google to find out what the Royal St. David's
yeah, is it like
green fee
150
is.
or something, 140, 150, I think.
Right, so having checked this now, the summer season green fees are £140 for a round. You can do a twilight after 3 p.m, which is very doable. Coming up to summertime now, £90. Now, that's a bargain for a playable golf course. If you're going to maybe play 3 or 4 of these, and you're maybe starting off your journey in playing and I'll use it in inverted commas, the elite golf courses in the country and in the UK, that's a great introduction.
Yeah, definitely.
So
And I think, like you say, I think one of the things that when we looked at the rankings for the top 100, playability was one of them, and I think that's probably, apart from maybe Moortown, I think that was probably the most playable course we played. And actually, to be fair, Moortown was playable until you got on the greens, and actually it was quite difficult. So I think it probably is most
For
playable.
you, I had a good round putting
Alright,
at Moortown. Yeah, your putting is so streaky. It's just hilarious to watch. One day you'll get it.
Yeah, maybe.
One day, young Christopher, you will figure this out. It's you now know those green fees. It's going up in my estimation more because I think that's a great course for £90. You can play that.
Yeah, you'd be happy with that.
You'd be very, very happy with that round of golf, with that play. And also, I think the other thing with these courses I found is you have that less so now because we've now played 4. We've communicated with a few, and for the rest of the year coming up. So the kind of the aura around them is disappearing. You're not as intimidated or worried about how it's going to be when you get there. That golf course is like probably what most people's home golf course is going to be like, the club as such. So you're going into a non-intimidating environment.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And you'll play golf in a place where it's not going to absolutely leave you emotionally battered afterwards. In fact, quite the opposite. You'll come away and go, "That's all right." That
it was quite a nice. It's quite a nice mixture of people on the course today as well. Actually, like people were having a bit of crack and a bit of
really friendly.
Whilst we were waiting and stuff, it was it was quite a nice vibe, wasn't it?
It would have been bad of us to miss that bit off. Actually, I thought the members that we interacted with and spoke to were all.
I think
really,
they were
really
probably
friendly.
all guests, weren't they? I think rather than members.
Oh, so we don't know about the members.
I don't think. Yeah, I think they were.
We'll give them the
guests.
benefit of the doubt. We'll say the members are all really friendly, and everyone had a good smile on their face because I think the weather was just doing that to everyone today. So, thoroughly good round. We really enjoyed it, and if you've got an opportunity to play this golf course, I think we would say it's a resounding double thumbs up.
Absolutely.
To play Royal St. David's. Next time on the Top 110 Golf Podcast, we play Abu Dhabi Golf Club.